So yes, welcome to Money Confidence 101. My slides haven't right. There you go. For those of you who don't know me personally, I'm Cheryl Sharp. I am the founder and CEO of Pink Pig Financials. That's the link to my Instagram if anyone wants to come say hello. I set up Pink Pig I set it up 10 years ago, but it didn't launch until the 1st of Jan 2014. And initially I set it up because I wanted the freedom around the children and to give other mums that same. But as I've done more work on myself, I've realised it's more not just about the freedom, but it's more the fact that I don't want anyone to feel trapped. And through all the businesses, we're able to help people get that freedom that they're looking for, whatever that may be. So speaking of the team, here is my fabulous team. Two of the girls are on the call today, Maddie and Ellie are here. And I love my team. There you go, I'm just going to say it. They are fabulous. So today we're talking money confidence. So what is money confidence? Many of you didn't set up your business to do the accounts. Obviously I did, but not many people are mad like me. And many of you find that money talk makes you just want to hide under the covers. So you are not alone if that is how you feel. Many business owners feel out of control when it comes to their finances, and they feel that they're being controlled by fear or lack of knowledge or by the business itself. But there is good news, because you can take steps towards money confidence and feel like the boss that you actually are. So first up, money confidence is not about having like a huge swimming pool of money that you can swim in. It's not about flashing cash, spending willy-nilly here, there and everywhere. It's about understanding where you stand financially so that you can make informed choices. It's the pressed the wrong button there. It's the pathway to financial freedom. So money confidence could look like you're really familiar with your living costs and your saving goals. You've got a clear picture of what your business needs to provide to give you the lifestyle that you want. You're clear on any debts you have and have a plan to pay them off. You're knowing what's going on within your business financially, and you can set reasonable and realistic sales targets and profit targets, and you have an action plan to hit them. It's knowing that you can actually, or that you are actually making a profit and you can pay yourself or give yourself that pay rise that you deserve. And it's just basically feeling in control of your business rather than it filling you with dread. And it's also knowing when to ask for help and having that confidence to actually go and ask somebody to help. And when you've got all of that money intel, you'll be able to spot any issues ahead of time, so like cash flow or bills that are coming up and things like that. So you can then adjust or plan accordingly instead of just panicking, and you know well in advance. So it's not a lastminute.com thing as well. And I know that it all probably sounds quite scary and boring, but it really does lead to something magical, which is money confidence. So there'd be no more of that opening bank statements with dread, no more hiding those brown envelopes from HMRC. I had one this morning. We all do it. Chuck them in, I'll deal with that later. But you know when that brown envelope then comes through that you've got nothing to worry about because you know what's going on. So you've got no more sticking your head in the sand, and instead your head is in the game and you can make those empowered choices for you and your business. So there was a reason I started off this morning with this picture. Those of you who are not Grey's Anatomy fans, this is Amelia Shepherd, one of the doctors, who's a brain surgeon. And she doesn't have confidence when she goes into that surgery that it's all going to go great, it's all going to go swimmingly, and they're going to come out this other side and it's all going to be magically perfect and they'll be cured. But what she does have is the confidence of no matter what happens in that surgery, she knows she can handle it. And that's what money confidence is. No matter what happens in your business, the ups and downs, you have the confidence that you're in control, you've got a plan, and that you can deal with it. So yeah, it's not believing that nothing's ever going to go wrong ever again, because it will do. It's not knowing that you're going to have an overnight business that's going to go to 6 figures plus. It's just having that confidence that whatever happens, you can deal with it. Money confidence puts you in that driver's seat on the way to financial freedom and achieving your goals and doing all the things that you want to do. So that all sounds great, but how do you actually get there? What is that money confidence journey? So today I'm going to take you through the 4 fundamental steps that I follow myself. And then we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into that first step as well, so that you can actually go away today, starting that journey and actually feeling like you've got something out of this webinar for a start, but also that you have had that time and space to start thinking and start doing as well, and putting some little things into action. So we'll start off with the first step. The first step is knowing what success means to you. What does it look like? What is your version of success? Not what society's is or your neighbour down the road or whatever. What it means to you and your family. So what a successful year looks like to you, both personally and professionally. And step 2, once you know where you want to go, you can start working out how you're going to get there. And the next step of getting there is to get really clear on how much it's going to cost. So your day-to-day living expenses, savings goals. If you want to buy a house, what is it you need to buy that house, for example? So it's not just a deposit you need to save for, it's a deposit, the solicitor's fees, the removal fees, how much are the bills going to cost, how much is the mortgage going to cost, and it's planning out all of those costs and making sure you're really clear on what you want is going to cost, so you know how much you need to get there, basically. And then step 3 will be, obviously, you know what you want out of your business, so it's then making sure that your business delivers that to you. So where does your business need to be to give you what you want out of it? So from here you can look at some proper sales targets, profit targets, where you need that business to go to. And you can then break that down into years as well. So it could be that this goal, I'm going to go with a house one because it's a nice easy one that everyone gets. It could be that you want to buy a house in the next 5 years, and to do that you need to be earning, so bringing home, say, 40 grand a year, but at the moment you're bringing home 10 grand a year. So you know you've got to step that up over the next 5 years to actually get there, to get the mortgage to buy the house. So you can break that then down into years. So you've got some realistic goals that you can actually meet over the coming years to get that. And then step 4, it's all well and good having the goals, but if you don't actually understand what's going on in your business, you're going to struggle to get there. So in step 4, we take a really good deep dive into all the financials. So this would be looking at your Xero or whatever software you've got, understanding what all those reports mean, understanding the numbers that you should be looking at, what all the terms mean, because sometimes we get it, accountancy jargon, even sometimes I have to sit there and work out which one's receivables, which one's payables, and creditors and debtors and everything. It is a minefield, so it's all about explaining what that all means. And also what reports you need to look at, because if you look at the software, there's so many different reports on there. It's like, which one do I actually need to look at? So it's understanding which reports you need to look at to give you the information you need to help you move forward with your goals. And then step 5 in this journey is actually going and doing some stuff. So you've got all the information you need. Now it's time to go and build your empire, basically. So we're going to look at step 1 in a little bit more detail, and I'm hoping everyone's got pen and paper, because I'm going to make you do some writing and some thinking. We're going to look at what, sorry, my voice is going. We're going to make you look at what success looks like to you. And I'm just going to share this quote because I absolutely love it. And I shared this on my webinar I did this morning as well. And I share it all the time. It's on my shelves up there. I don't know if it's probably too small to see, but they're yeah, this quote: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," from Eleanor Roosevelt. And this is so true, because we all have dreams. We all have things we want to do. And we all have that nice little voice in our heads telling us that we're never going to get there. So we don't believe in our dreams. We don't believe that we can get there. But if we do start believing in them, then we're, well, 100 more times likely to get there. So it's all about believing in yourself and believing that you can get there. Because what's the other one? If you believe you can and you believe you can't, you're right. Because you will, it's a self-fulfilling thing, isn't it? If you believe you can get there, you'll get there. If you believe you can't get there, then you won't get there. It's as simple as that, really. So I'm going to put some questions up on the screen, and I really want you to take some time. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for each question to think about what this actually means for you. So the first one is, what does success mean to you? What does a successful year look like? What is it you want to achieve, basically, with your business, with your life, just in general? I think I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I'm going to shut up. I'll let you think. And if you want to share, sorry, I said I was going to shut up and then I carry on. If you want to share, pop anything in the message chat thing. That's it, chat. Get there in the end. Yeah, love that. Work-life balance, yes. Yeah. Enjoying work, but also having meaningful time off. Yes. So yeah, no, definitely. It's hard finding that balance, especially when you're self-employed, isn't it? Because you know that if you don't work, you don't get paid. Oh, that flashed through too quickly. I didn't see that one. How do I? Oh, there you go. Lots of adventures with your kids. Love that. Yeah, knowing I can pay the bills, enjoy the fun stuff without worrying. Yeah, perfect. Thank you for sharing. Well, this is one that me and my husband love to do, the lottery game. So this is a really good way of just thinking and dreaming and looking at some possibly wild things that you think in your head that you'll never ever be able to do. But what would you do if you won the lottery and had all the money that you could ever think of? It's good, isn't it? Yeah, me and my husband play it all the time. Love the lottery game. So yeah, just take a couple of minutes to think. And nothing here is a silly answer, because it's what you would do if you could. Yep. Definitely. That'd be lovely, Chloe. Now, I didn't see that who put that one in, but I knew straight away who that would be. Buy a property somewhere sunny. Snap. 2 places on our bucket list that we're going to go to soon, hopefully in the next few years. A house we all fit in, a reliable cars. Yes, dream camper van. Love it. I love the fact that you've put pink as well. Music to my ears. I love pinkness. Yes, love that. Doggy day. Yes. I love it. Oh, and then we're going to take that one step further. So if you had no barriers whatsoever, what would you do? So this could be, so we've done money, but you can include money in here as well. Time, fear, children, childcare, technology, knowledge, skills, and probably most importantly, that little voice in your head that says you can't or that's silly. Tell them to do one. And what would you do if you had no barriers whatsoever? Oh, so he's that little voice then, but a real voice. Yeah, he can go. Yeah, maybe I should have put one of the barriers in there, husbands and wives. I say husbands because everyone's a female on here, but and I'm just assuming that everyone's got husbands. Sorry, I digress. Travel war. Yeah, travel. Sorry, husband. It's true though, because what I'm trying to do with these questions is just to get you thinking big. Thinking, because so often we may have these thoughts and they come into our heads, but that little voice or somebody or something, there's always a yeah, but I'd love to do this, but, or I want to do this, but then it's always that but. So it's just trying to remove that but so you can just dream and think. And the idea behind this isn't that you're just going to go off and do that thing tomorrow. It could be that you never get to do that thing, but it's helping you to work out what you would like to do and what is possible. So one of the things I come up with when I've played this game is something quite big for domestic abuse survivors. And it was a case of, right, well, that's not going to happen anytime soon, if ever. However, what could I do to take steps to get there? What could I do? What else could I do? What's within my remit? What could I do now, or what could I do over the next few years that would take me a step closer to this dream potentially coming true in the future? And that's what's really helped me to shape what my goals are. There you go. And you never know, if you get him to climb Snowdon, he may be more on board with doing Everest because he's proved that he can do Snowdon. So it's just those sort of things. It's like thinking completely outside the box and taking that next step closer, and moving on and on and on. And I love that. That's why you set up. Love it. Yeah, I'd really encourage you to take some time over the next few weeks, because hopefully everything's going to slow down a little bit and you'll have a little bit more time for yourselves, and just think about these sort of questions and what would you do if there was just no barriers whatsoever. And then also this, designing your dream life. So thinking about how many days work you'll do a week, how many holidays you want each year. Can you work on holiday? Can you mix the two? Which obviously I know some of the team do. One of the team's working on a cruise ship at the moment. Not jealous at all. Where do you want to live? Do you want to have a holiday home? Who do you want to spend time with? How do you want to feel? And I think this one's really, really important, is how do you actually want to feel? Because all well and good doing all these things, but if it's not going to make you happy, then what's the point? And who do you want to be is also a really good one to think about. So yeah, as I said, I encourage you all to have a think about this over the next few weeks, and also reflect on 2023. Reflect on your wins, what's worked well, what didn't work so well, what challenges you faced and you overcome. What do you want to do again, or what do you never want to do again? And all of that reflection, what made you happy this year, what really annoyed you, what are you proud of? And it doesn't have to be you're just proud of wins. It could be you're proud of little steps you've made towards a win, or a difficult conversation you've had, or there's loads of things that you can be proud of that aren't necessarily wins, but it's part of you growing and becoming the person that you are or that you want to be. And all of this, looking at the reflection and what you want, will actually help you to think about what you do want to do over the coming 12 months and what is possible to do. And even if there's still that little niggling voice at the back of your head somewhere saying, oh, but you can't do that, just tell them to go away and do one, because why can't you do it? Of course you can do it. If you want to do it, you put your mind to it, you can do it. I'm not one for, like, when people say about manifesting and things, I'm not airy fairy manifesting, but I do believe in, if you want something and it's on your vision board and you're working, I think this is a big part, you're working towards it all the time, then you will achieve it. You're not just going to put it down on a piece of paper and put it out to the universe and it's magically going to come your way. For me, it's putting it out there and then taking steps towards it constantly. And that is how you're going to get there and get to your dream life, what you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to be doing. So yeah. But of course, nothing is going to change if you don't take any action. So that's why we have put all of this together into a course called the Money Confidence Program, where we can look at this and help our clients to get there. So in the program, we follow through on those steps that we've talked about. So it's going to be a 6-month program where we go through all of these steps. So the first 4 months we'll be looking at those first 4 steps, going into really deep dive into each of the steps with me, and work out exactly where you need to go to and what you need to do and everything else. And then in the last 2 sessions, we are actually going to go and start building your empire and start doing the things that you want to do. So we've got 8 different sessions that you can choose out of, and it'll be a case of looking at which 2 sessions will give you what you want and take you that step closer to your goals. And the program has gone live now, today. Anyone who signs up in the next week will also come along and be able to join a live Money Mindset Masterclass with my coach, Shelley Bosworth, and she is amazing. And I think money mindset is something that holds us back, because your relationship with finances goes deeper than your business performance, and understanding that money mindset that you actually have can help you unlock even more financial success. So Shelley's going to take us through some steps to understand our money stories and beliefs and how they could be helping or hindering us and our financial success. And I'm actually really looking forward to this. I've seen parts of what she does before. I absolutely love it. And then we've got another bonus as well. So for anybody who signs up to the course by midnight tomorrow, will also get a free growth strategy session with myself as well, so we can help you take those goals and plan out some growth and how you're going to achieve them, and look at the 7 ways. We use the 7 ways to grow framework, and we go for that. So I've got 4 spaces available to take you through the course and all of the steps, and work with you on that one-to-one basis really closely over the next, or over 6 months, first 6 months of next year. We've got a load of questions on our website already, so I'm sure everyone's got questions. If anyone wants to pop any in the chat box, I shall answer them, but we've also got the link to the questions, so you can have a look through. And I say this with complete and utter love, but if the money is something that is holding you back, then it's probably the exact reason why you need the program, to help you have that confidence and understanding of what you can and can't invest in you. Because I've been there myself. Can't afford to invest in myself. I think I can't and don't want to, and it's holding me back. But actually investing in myself and going through these steps with my coach, or some of these steps, she helps me with step 1 anyway, I have to do the rest myself, has really helped. So yeah, I say that with love, not with anything else. Yes. So yeah, thank you for coming along today. I hope you've found that really helpful, and you've got that first step under your belt at least, that you can take that over the next coming weeks and actually start putting some plans into action. If anyone has got any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat box. Oh, you're very welcome, Chloe. Yeah, of course, yeah. So bottom up budget. So back in, that's a really good question actually, thank you, Ellie. Back in, where was it, step 3, we talk about what your business needs to deliver you. And to do that, we do what we call a bottom up budget. So we take from step 2, we take the amount of money that you need for your lifestyle, what you want to do, not just day to day, but longer term as well. So you know exactly what you want. We take that as a starting point, and then we build the budget bottom upwards. So we then add on the tax, obviously, fortunately, and then add on your admin expenses to get to the gross profit that you'd need out of your business. And then obviously we know about your business, so we can then work out what sales targets you need to hit for that. And that will then give you those sales targets to go and achieve. And you know, once you get to those tax, God, can't get my words out now. You know, when you get to that target, that's going to deliver you the profit you need to do what you want to do. And one top tip for tax confidence from an accountant. I think the one top tip for tax confidence is, once you know your numbers, which is step 4, you know where your business is at, and you'll know how much money you are earning throughout the year, which means that you can then start putting money aside for your tax bill. So then you've got the confidence to pay the tax bill when it's due. And one thing we do with the bottom up budget is have that tax. We actually look at the tax in there as well. So we look at not just the corporation tax for those who are limited, but for the personal tax as well. So we know that you need this money after tax. So depending on what your business setup is, limited or sole trader, we'd be able to then work out what the tax is for you, personal and business tax, to then give you that net profit target. So again, it's all linked to that bottom up budget. But you'd know then what that tax bill is going to be, or what you're aiming for that tax bill to be from the early days. And then you can start putting money aside every month, because you know your figures, you know what you've achieved. And then when it comes to paying the tax bill, you've got the money sat there in a savings account, and you don't have to stress about trying to find it. probably not quite just one top tip there, but a few little tips into one, if that makes sense. Yeah, lots to think about there, Erin, definitely. And these are all steps that I do myself as well. So every year I realign my goals for the coming year and longer term, and then I put in place my personal budget and then put in place the business budget. I suppose I already do step 4 because that's my job to know step 4. It'd be a bit of a whatever the right word is if I didn't know those bits. And then I can go build it with my team. Oh, has anybody else got any other questions? No, if not, I'm going to leave it there then. I'm just going to leave it again with this quote to keep you thinking over the next few weeks. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I hope you found it useful. Any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. What I'm going to do is I will send out a copy of the recording to everybody later on today. And you'll have, I'll pop a copy of the slides on there as well, PDF copy of the slides. So you've got that there to reflect back on. So you've got those questions as well to look at and the steps and everything. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for joining us today and sharing and being open. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. See you later, everyone. Have a good day.